I'm Kersta Mello, Editor-in-Chief of InFocus, Williamson County Schools e-newsletter. You know, there are so many great things happening in our schools each and every day. So for the next few minutes, we're going to take you inside Williamson County Schools and show you some of the incredible things our students, teachers, and staff are doing on a daily basis. We'll kick it off with our WCS Week in Review.
Gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. Just like the rain down in Africa. It's gonna take some time, but I know you will fight it. I'd fight for you. We both know they don't wanna see us together. Don't wanna lose what I live for. I'm willing to do whatever. 'Cause I don't wanna see you cry. Give our love another try. I bet we get it right this time. As long as you're prepared to fight. I don't wanna live another day without your body next to me. I'm not gonna let them break us down. 'Cause baby, I know now.
So it is our privilege to, Dr. Looney, to present to the two elementary schools in Fairview a check for $20,000. And this will be able to fully feed 2 cows, 1 to each of the elementary schools. Thank you. Thank you very much. You're welcome.
I don't want to live another day without your body next to me. I'm not gonna let them break us down. 'Cause baby, I know now. No.
How's it my fault? You're the one who shot the rocket ship up into outer space. Well, it's fine. It's okay. Now we're stuck up here. Well, it's okay. It's okay. The only upside is the big moon out there.
It's gonna take some time, but I know you will fight it for. I'd fight for you. If you got someone that's worth fighting for, don't let nobody hold you down. Let me hear you say, whoa, whoa, whoa. And if you found someone that's worth dying for, the one you can't live without, let me hear you say, whoa, whoa.
Welcome to WCS Game Day Special Edition here live from Page High School for the Battle of 840. Tate, what an electric atmosphere we have for the first ever Battle of 840. It is the 40th anniversary of Page's existence, Tate.
It's gonna take some time, but I know you're worth fighting for. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more can ever do. Just like the rain, just like the rain, just like the rain, just like the rain. It's gonna take some time, but I know you're worth fighting for.
What if we were all the same rules, same game, and we weren't allowed to change anything about anything that anybody's ever done before? Wouldn't that be boring? All spinning on a ride, all walking on a line that they drew a long time ago. And you know that you don't have to go where they go. You can go write your own story. Hey, hey, you gotta be who you ought to be. So who do you wanna be?
we have a goal in our district by 2017 to get to a 24 average ACT composite score. We're not quite there yet, but last year we were at a 23.5, and I can tell you that this year we're significantly higher than a 23.5, but a little bit short of a 24. We're making progress. So I don't know if that gives you goosebumps, but in my world it gives me goosebumps.
And may sunshine and happiness surround you when you're far from home.
We had a great day. This is a day I look forward to every school year. It's the first full day of kindergarten. And so all of our parents brought their students to school today. We had our boohoo breakfast in the morning, and so we allowed all our parents to sign in front of the building. They walked all their students to their classrooms and reintroduced themselves to the teachers.
Be courageous and be brave. And in my heart you'll always stay forever young.
So we like to welcome the parents to come in and just have breakfast, relax, and we just kind of introduce them. We want to make them feel welcome to Oakview. The principal, Dr. Morris, just kind of welcome them.
How many of your little boys and girls struggled a little bit getting out of bed and coming in? And only one hand, great. Two of you. You got a motivated kindergarten. I love that. That's outstanding. Nice.
May you never love in vain. And in my heart you will remain forever young, forever young, forever.
The one thing that we want to make sure our parents understand is we want to communicate with them constantly. So talk about our website, talked about InFocus, talked about especially arrival and departure at the end of the day, making sure the parents are aware of the fact that their children are going to be supervised the entire time for arrival, for dismissal. Talked about transportation going home, and we talked about the day, what the day was going to look like.
Well, Dr. Looney and Matt, I'm going to speak loudly here. We are so excited, Dave Crouch and I, to be with you today and on the stage. And we want you to know that we believe in feeding the cows. So we wanted to come alongside and help you. And by the way, didn't those cows do a movingly good job on that video? Those are Dave Crouch's cows. So. But we, Dave and I, are so privileged because we've gathered together a group of small businesses and some individuals who also believe in our schools, believe in technology, and want to help feed these cows. So I want to introduce you to them, but first I want to say two thank yous. First of all, to the teachers, the principals, the faculty, the staff of Williamson County and Franklin Special School District. Thank you. Thank you for providing an exemplary school district for our students. And as small business people, we recognize, we want to acknowledge to you that we know that our schools are one of the main reasons why businesses come to Williamson County and why they stay here. So on behalf of us, will you please receive thank you from us. So thank you very much. And now I'd like to introduce you to some of our co-donors. If you will please stand as I call your name. Everyone could not be here today, but many are. So we'll start with Kathy Acock, who is supporting, or who's representing, Marshall Family Foods. Of course, Dave Crouch with Aspen Grove Asset Management, Richard and Kim Flores with Life Point Health, Jimmy Franks with Tennessee Valley Homes, Bradshaw Hammond with the Hammond Advised Fund, Paul and Sandra Jankowski with New Heartland Group, Ann Johnson with Waste Tech Services, Shelley and Greg Shiflett, WCS Parents, Jennifer Smith with JLS Designs, Paige Thompson with Zeitland Relocation Services. Y'all please stand and stay standing. Thank you. Teresa Tillinger, who's an education consultant and new to our town. Vicki Vogt, former school board member, and Larry and Steve Westbrook with Stottlemyre and Westbrook's law firm. So, if I may, I'd also like to ask principals Valerie Garcia from Lunsford Elementary and Principal Brent Oakley from Fairview Elementary and Ken Peterson, school board member from Fairview, to come up as we present this check. Getting a little crowded up here. Good. So it is our privilege to, Dr. Looney, to present to the two elementary schools in Fairview a check for $20,000 that will fully feed. And this will be able to fully feed 2 cows, 1 to each of the elementary schools. Thank you. Thank you very much. You're welcome. So if we just got one other little fun thing we're going to do here. And I'm going to shift down here.
Come on, buddy.
PJ, can I? Just you? No, the, yeah.
He has to have jaws.
Yeah, I do. I feel really bad for my kids. I make them drink this. I feel really bad.
You know, you've heard of the Ice Bucket Challenge. Well, now we have the Milk Challenge. And
that's enough. Yeah, that's plenty. It's totally acceptable to do this with this challenge, too. Totally acceptable. Oh, yeah, see, it's not just me. Yeah, that's right. Get your finger out of that. You sure? I'm not done. Here we go. There you go. Okay, there we go. I don't need that because it's going to be the whole thing. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, that's great.
That's enough.
That's enough, you think? Okay, perfect. I don't know.
You've heard of the Ice Bucket Challenge, but this is the Milk Challenge. We were, I want to thank Sherry because she was the one that put this all together and stayed after me until I made a few phone calls and got this job done. But we want to challenge all of the members of the chamber to join in on the cow challenge and help us raise money so that every school in this county has the equipment they need to do the job. And the cows are the best way we know to do that, and we're going to challenge you all to match us now. Thank you.
This past Monday, I happened to have been in one of our high schools, and I walked into an English 2 class. I spend about a third of my day trying to be in a school and watching and observing and participating in what's happening. And in this particular English class, the students were engaged in an activity, and I felt compelled to get engaged, as I often do. And so I looked at the young men and women in that class, and I said, I have an assignment for you, and instead of you turning that assignment into the teacher, I want you to turn the assignment into me. And so I tasked them with writing one complete sentence on a given topic, and then to send me or to give me their assignment. And so I'm going to do the same for you. And the reason I'm doing this is I'm taking your assignment back to the high schools that I'm engaging in, and I'm going to be sharing your complete, well thought out written sentences with them. And so, seriously, what I'd like to do is give you a topic, and sometime between my conversation with you, please text me or email me your complete, well thought out sentence on this topic. You ready? I'm giving you the same topic that they had. The topic is this: tell me something important that you know about styrofoam. Random topic. What I want from you is a well thought out, collegiate level sentence. You have my email and you have my phone. You can text it to me. Now, I did this assignment in 2 high schools this week, and I want to share this with you to kind of set the stage for the fact that education is changing. So the students proceeded to do this assignment, and I said, now I want you to send it to me. Write it on a piece of paper, give it to me, email it to me, whatever you want to. And a student in the back looked at me and smiled, as only students can do, and he said, I'm going to show Dr. Looney. And he pulled out his cell phone, and he said, Siri? And he did voice to text, which was an awesome, awesome moment to punctuate the fact that educational landscape is changing in America. Kids come to school with a whole new set of skills and tools that we never imagined when we were in schools. And so I think it's important that we keep in mind the context at which our students come to the district in. You have my contact information. Please use it. In addition to my contact information, I want you to know how to stay engaged in the Williamson County Schools school climate culture. There's a multitude of ways. Our email address is in the top left-hand side. Our Twitter feed for the district is listed right there. You can actually use your device to take a picture of it, because that's what students in our district do. They take pictures of their homework instead of writing the notes, and they go home and study it that way. The bottom left-hand side is our Facebook page. And then, perhaps most importantly, we have nearly 5,000 employees and 36 students' families that we serve. So communication really is a miracle for us. And oftentimes we fall short. But the primary way, the main way that we communicate with our families, with our customers, with you, is through our InFocus newsletter. It's a simple online newsletter. You just simply subscribe to it, and every Friday it comes into your inbox. You can read it at your leisure and keep abreast of all the wonderful things that are happening in Williamson County Schools. I personally ask you to subscribe to that newsletter just to stay informed about what's happening in our district. And there are so many things happening. We have highlights of students, highlights of employees, some of the best video segments I've ever seen in my professional career created by students in our district. News, important events, concerns. We even have a rumor mill segment where you can have your questions, the rumors, answered. And we answer the difficult ones. All right? So, I want to talk about the 3 big buckets that are in our strategic plan. We have an academic bucket, which is one of our focuses. We have an athletics bucket and an arts bucket. Our goal as a school district and as a school community is to become nationally renowned for the excellence in arts, academics, and athletics. So I want to give you a little bit of a progress report about where we are in those 3 big categories. First, WCS students posted the highest ACT composite scores in 2015 in the district's history. We're better off than we ever have been on the ACT, which is one of the assessments to go to college. Now, on the surface, that sounds good, but I want to tell you something. There is a rest of the story, as Paul Harvey says. The rest of the story is this, that on Wednesday of next week, we're going to have a news conference because the latest ACT scores are going to be published by the state. And we have a goal in our district by 2017 to get to a 24 average ACT composite score. We're not quite there yet, but last year we were at a 23.5, and I can tell you that this year we're significantly higher than a 23.5, but a little bit short of a 24. We're making progress. So I don't know if that gives you goosebumps, but in my world it gives me goosebumps. Now, related to that is you say, so what? So what? You got good ACT scores and you go to college. Well, here's why it matters. If you have a 21 ACT in Tennessee, you get the Hope Scholarship, which is valued at $16,000. If you get ACT scores above a 21, then you qualify for additional scholarships from various institutions. This last graduating cohort earned $135,900,000 in scholarship money. Think about that. That's in excess of $50,000 per graduate awarded. Well, as a dad of 4, I can certainly tell you that gives me good feelings. But more importantly, what that means is that the money that moms and dads would spend on sending it to Knoxville or University of Alabama or wherever it might be, gets to stay here in our local economy and be recirculated. And we're able to generate additional revenue streams and income for families right here in Williamson County. So that's why that's so important. We have more kids now than ever before with free access to post-secondary education. Wonderful things happening on the college front. We also had a record number of students that scored on advanced or got college credit as a result of advanced placement courses. In fact, last year we had 8,700 students that participated in advanced placement. As of the beginning of this school year, for the first term, we have over 9,000 students. So if you looked at our trend line, every single year it's gone up by hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of students, to the point of absurdity, to be honest with you. There's nobody in Tennessee that is remotely on the same playing field as it relates to advanced placement classes. And why that matters? They're going to high school, but they're getting college credit while in high school. We also have a dual enrollment program where you can be enrolled at the same time with a secondary institution, with a post-secondary institution, and high school. So that's happening. And then in the 3-8 realm, we score 28% higher than the state average in reading, science, and math in grades 3 through 8. It is this year was the highest math scores that we've ever created or ever produced in grades 3 through 8 in the history of Williamson County Schools since we've been administering the TCAP. To be honest with you, we're flat in the area of science, and we took a small dip in the area of reading, and we understand why. It has to do with special education students and honestly a little bit of lack of focus because of other things happening in our district. But we are doing really, really, really well on that front. In addition, I don't know if this excites you, but I love our schools to be recognized. We have 3 new National Blue Ribbon schools. Now, between 1972 and 2009, we had 2 Blue Ribbon schools that spans all those years. And since the last 4 years, we've added 4 more, so now we have 6. And we have 2 that are in process now to be named in the fall as Blue Ribbon schools. So we went from 2 to now 6, and at the end of this year we'll have 8 over that kind of time span. We have 28 students that became National Merit finalists this year. Hillsborough Middle School was the first school in Williamson County Schools history to get the Score Prize Award, which is a state level award, which comes with money and all kinds of accolades. And then finally, this year, we have 21 identified state reward schools for being in the top 5% of all schools in Tennessee, which is phenomenal in my opinion. Let's give our principals a round of applause for that work. If you did not participate in our annual Fine Arts Festival, you missed out. We held it every year at the factory, and there are thousands and thousands of people that come. It highlights and showcases all of our wonderful art programs. And Mayor, I see the Mayor of Franklin back there. We plan on taking over the city of Franklin very soon with the Fine Arts Festival, so it's outgrowing the factory. We're going to take over Main Street, Mayor. I'm just saying, we're coming. We had 46 All-State Band, Chorus, and Orchestra members perform at the All-State competition. We had 8 Scholastic Art Gold Key winners. And then finally, we had students perform at the most prestigious places all across America. Carnegie Hall, you name the location, we had students there performing in some way artistically, showcasing their talents that they are bringing from right here in Middle Tennessee, specifically Williamson County. And then this is the part that astonishes me. We have 17 state titles this year in athletics. Is that not unreal? I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. So I'm going to be running short on time because I'm long-winded, so I'm going to skip forward. And so I've talked about what we've done, but I also want us to focus. If you haven't heard, I'm going to be around a little longer. I'm just saying. I'm reminded of that Band-Aid commercial, stuck on, you know, how you just can't get it off. So I'm here. And so we have work to do. We have some heavy lifting to do. In the next 4 years, which is the length of my contract, our student enrollment is going to grow to excess of 40,000 students. This year, we were expecting about 1,000 additional students. We're 200 students over our prediction, so we're growing at a faster rate than we predicted. The economy has turned around. Look anywhere, there's housing starts everywhere. Those people have kids that want to come to our great, wonderful school system. 40,000 students by the year of 2019. We'll have to construct 4 new schools by then. That's not including the 3 schools that we're building in Nolensville. Mr. Mayor, I don't want to give you a heart attack, but it's coming. Our budget this year was $290 million. In 4 years' time, if we continue just on the same rate that we're going, it will exceed $350 million. And this last number is staggering to me. So I joined in December of 2009. So if you take, and I have 6 years of service now, a little bit over 6, so I will have completed 10 years of service when my contract expires. If we put all of the scholarship dollars that have been earned by the time my contract ends, if we're going at the same rate that we're going right now, then our students will have received $1 billion, with a B, $1 billion in scholarships over a decade. I can't even get my arms around that number. The reality of it is this: I didn't do any of that. I didn't. We have the most professional group of teachers and support staff members that I've ever worked with in my career. From substitute teacher to bus driver to classroom teacher's assistant to lunchroom worker, office secretary, principals. I'm telling you, we have world-class professionals in our classrooms. And I'm eternally grateful to our school board and to our county commission for giving them a well-deserved and needed 5% pay raise this year. Thank you for that. That doesn't mean that we stop. That means that we've made a significant dent in the wages that our employees earn, and we have to continue that momentum forward. In addition to that, we have, I'm just going to tell you, my highlight of every day is going to a school. The quality of students that we get in Williamson County is second to none. They have great moms and dads and grandparents. They come to school ready, prepared, rested, fed, and dressed. And I've been on the other side of the coin, and I know what it's like not to have students come in the door that way. So I don't want to make light of the fact that we have great kids that walk in the door that are motivated, engaged, and supported at home. So for those of you that are parents or grandparents in this community, thank you so much for doing your part. It is a rarity in our country today to have parents and grandparents that are supports like you. So please, please give yourselves a round of applause. I want to end this segment with this. So in the next 4 years, we're going to grow, and it's going to strain the budget, and it's going to create hard conversations about zoning and about where we put schools and who pays and how we pay for the schools. And the reality of it is I don't have all the answers. But what I do know is this, is we have an opportunity to make our model the nation's model. How do we do public schools well? And how do we get it right? And I sincerely believe, as your CEO, that we have the model in place. We just have to be focused and relentless in our pursuit of the goals that we collectively engage in. So I want to end with this. September, next month, is the official Be Nice month for our school district and our community. If you haven't heard of our Be Nice campaign, it's a very simple message: be nice to one another. And I will tell you, the kids are really good at it, and we have a lot of work to do. And so I think this is an opportunity for us to learn from our students, right? To set a good example. Please get involved in our Be Nice campaign. It's very simple. Just hang a sign in your Be Nice, hang a Be Nice sign in your business, in your enterprise, and have conversations about being nice and model that for students. Students learn more by what we do than what we tell them to do.
I hope you enjoyed this brief look at Williamson County Schools. I'm Kersta Mello, reminding you to stay involved, stay informed, stay in focus.